Guys, so this is our next notes video. So this is gonna be week 3. And this topic is 11.5, and this is surface area. So we're going to look at 3 different dimensional 3D figures. The first one we're going to tackle is prisms. Then we will do cylinders, and then we'll do pyramids. Then we will do cones. Okay. So for the first one, so prisms. For a prism, like I said, we're going to have 3 dimensions. So if you look in number 1, it has 7, 13, and 9. So it has 3 separate dimensions. And if you look over here, we have a length, a width, and a height. Okay, so our formula for this, so it might be a good idea to either print the notes out, or if you don't have a printer at home, that's fine. But copy this formula down right here. Okay, copy that formula down, please, and make sure you know that is surface area for prisms. Okay, for prisms. So for this one, for the first one, we have a length, a width, and a height that we have to figure out. And for this, just going off of the picture, is we can say 7 is going to be our length. We can say that 13 is going to be our width. And then we have 9 is the distance off the ground. 9 is our height. Okay? So all we have to do is plug the length, the width, the height into our formula. In doing that, we are going to get our surface area equal to 2 times the length times the width, okay? So 2 times, well, our length and our width, and this is where if you write everything down like this and you have your length, width, and height, it's very simple to plug stuff in the formula. So these formulas are going to get kind of lengthy. Please make sure you're finding the necessary information first and not taking any shortcuts to begin with, okay? So for this one, length times width, it's just 7 times 13. All right, and then we add 2 times the length times the height. Length and height, 7 times 9. And then the last thing is be to add 2 times, and our last part in going off the formula is width times height, okay? Again, getting that all from the formula right here, okay? Width times height would be 13 times 9. All right? So this is where you just have to be careful when you're doing this, and this is how I solve them. Because you can multiply, you are going to want to multiply the parentheses first, okay? So do that and multiply by 2. So if I'm doing this problem in my calculator right now, I'm going to do 7 times 13 and get that number, and then multiply that number by 2, which should give you 182. Then you're going to do 7 times 9 and multiply that number by 2, which should give you 126. And then do 13 times 9 and multiply that number by 2, which that'll give you 234. You add these all up, and you're going to get an answer of 542 feet. And for this, it's still area, so it's going to be feet squared. Basically, we're finding the area of all the surfaces. Okay, that's all we're doing here. And we're multiplying it by 2 because there's 2 different surfaces. There's a top and there's a bottom. There's a front, there's a back. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Surface area is just area of all the surfaces. That's all we're doing. So we have a formula, and it's something you can stick to, but like I said, basically there is 6 different surfaces. 3 of them are going to be the same, so we just multiply those by 2. All right, so for the second one, okay, we have the same thing, okay? So for this one, I'm going to set up the same way and find a length, find a width, and find a height. So for this, our length, and this is where they give you 5 up here, but 5 is also the same length down here.